I first want to start off this video by saying this is my opinion, and my opinion is always right, so take it or leave it. Today we are going to be talking about Miraculous Ladybug, because I genuinely enjoy the show. Please refrain from bullying me in the comments. I am a fragile creature, I get it. I am an adult. I am still watching this show. I've been watching it since I was 14, and they are still not done with it. So you know what? Alright, yeah, you can judge me, it's all good. Everyone has been bashing into this show, rightfully so, but dang, some people are really harsh, and their critiques aren't even constructive criticism. I do want to make it clear that I think the writers are taking a route where it feels like they don't know what they're doing with this show anymore. It's just frustrating to watch, literally. Every time I sat down to watch a show in the third season, I had two emotions. Aw, this is so cute! And, oh my lord, are you freaking kidding me right now? This is so stupid. It's just aggravating because it felt like some of the characters' development just got thrown out the window. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm kind of in the mood to hear happy thoughts instead of trying to feel angry about everything. I think the animators need a little bit of a break from all the harshness that is the internet, and I'ma be the one to do it. So, without further ado, here's some friggin' positivity in your life. Miraculous. Simply the best. Up to the 10. The whole show is set up around dramatic irony. Assuming everyone watching this video has already seen Miraculous Ladybug, Adrian likes Ladybug and Marinette likes Adrian. It's just flopped like crazy, and with how they set this up, it leaves room for some comedic moments. Dramatic moments and overall really good story. Instead of being like a normal kids show where the plot is like, oh no, I lost my mommy, whatever shall I do? It has a genuine storyline. Don't get me wrong, I feel like they release these episodes in really weird orders that just, it's a mess. Even though they did that, you can still understand what is happening within the show. The whole plot makes it easy for both children and adults to follow. Like I said, I still watch this show. The plot is unique, and with the Kwamis, which are absolutely adorable, like, oh my lord, Plague is so cute. I also think people forget that this isn't a show aimed for adults. It's literally made for children, more specifically aimed for little girls. So, with that in mind, most kids' shows that are aimed for this younger demographic have no plot. It has no development. It's just boring. It's just filler shows. It's nothing. The fact that this kids' show can catch the attention of adults shows you in itself that it is a good show. This show has a diverse cast. I'm not a type of person who's like, oh, look at this character's race. Now I can relate to them solely based off of that. I kind of think that's pathetic if that's the only reason why you relate to a character. It's just dumb. What I like about Miraculous Ladybug is that they know how to have a diverse cast and not shove it down your throat. Most shows nowadays are taking a route where they want to be more accepting and involve more races and more out of the norm characters, which is awesome. However, and there is a however to this, they do it in a way that just isn't natural. Okay, for an example, because I know some people are going to get upset about it, let's say you have a gay character. With most shows, they make this character revolve around their sexuality and nothing else. They have no personality traits, they have no development, they're just filler characters, so that they can say that their show is diverse. Those shows sound just like Lily saying, I'm a bisexual woman of color. No one cares. Where I am going with this is Miraculous Ladybug and their writers found a way to make these characters diverse and not stereotype them. They have personalities. They aren't just based off of, hey look, I'm Latina. These characters all have some sort of development, even if it's in a span of a flippin' episode. Miraculous Ladybug found a way to break the system, and for that I applaud them. People don't watch this show and say, oh, I relate to Max because he's black. No, they would say, I relate to Max because he is incredibly smart and nerdy. You see what I'm saying? Genuine personalities, and I am all for it. You either hate the characters or you love them. Again, this is a kids' show. And they've managed to overcome the system before any adult show. Just saying, everyone's gotta step up their game. There are two types of people when it comes to this topic. There are people who think the animation sucks, and there are cool kids like me who love the animation. When this show's concept first came to be, they originally wanted it to be an anime. Personally, I am glad that they didn't take that route. I'm not a huge anime fan. But because they took the route of making it more of a 3D animated inspired show, they've grasped onto a bigger audience. I think they really knew what they were doing when they switched it over to making it a 3D show. Now to address the elephant in the room. A lot of people, including myself, are upset because there were 4 studios that worked on Miraculous. SAMG being the best, Assemblage being second, Symbiosis being third, and DQ being the worst. Whenever SAMG worked on an episode, you knew, because it was filled with beautiful visuals and stunning animation. It really popped out and just made you fall in love with the animation. However, they announced that SAMG will not be working on Season 4 or Season 5, which is a big bummer. Another studio, Symbiosis, was fired for putting in inappropriate content into the episode Star Train. Now we only have 2 studios working on the show, Assemblage and DQ. This upsets people because DQ has some pretty crappy animation and visuals. However, the episode Chat Blanc, I know a lot of people hated this episode, but I actually think it was a very important episode for the series. That's besides the point. The episode itself was filled with some pretty cool visuals and nice perspectives. It wasn't the greatest, but it was still pretty good. This was made by DQ, so DQ is capable of making good episodes. Just saying. I'm gonna be honest, I know visuals are very important when it comes to a show, but what I think people are more concerned about is the storyline. Sticking to the animation though, Miraculous Ladybug has incredible fighting scenes. Oh my gosh, okay. For people who don't quite understand animation, that's not easy. It's not in any way. So again, this is a kid's show. Let's think of another kid's show, because why not? Okay, I've got siblings. I know this show, PJ Masks or something like that. They've got some fight scenes, and let me say, boring. Miraculous has some pretty cool action, and they deserve an award for that. It's really interesting to watch, and it draws you in even more. It's intricately choreographed, and it definitely shows. There are 4 main ones that I want to talk about: Lady Noir, Adrianette, Mary Chat, and Lame Drinette. I think these ships are overwhelming at times, but there are 2 that stand out to me that I think are worth mentioning. The first one being Lady Noir. Lady Noir is super good, simply because you don't see Marinette simping over Adrian and being creepy, and there are really good moments of straight up respect for one another. Even though he likes her, he still knows that they are friends, best friends, and they rely on each other in a lot of ways. Alright, now moving on. Mary Chat is my favorite for one reason: friendship. I don't know, I'm an absolute sucker when it comes to shows that show a perspective of friendship instead of making it completely about romance, and Mary Chat definitely shows off the side, where both of them are vulnerable towards each other because they know that they are friends, and I think that's really cool to put in a kid's show. I'm not saying this show is completely void of any criticism. It definitely deserves a lot of criticism, especially because, 1, it seems like they are doing a Zuko approach to Chloe and their execution is awful, and 2, Thomas is turning into a Butch Hartman and it's rather annoying. Obviously there's more, but I'm not talking about that. If you think there is stuff I missed, leave it down in the comments. I am curious to see what you guys like about the show. Real quick, a lot of you have suggested I animate a fight scene or do something related to animation, and to that I say gladly, but I can't do that until I have the right software, and I currently am broke and I don't like the free apps. They're crusty on the iPad. Also, to people who want me to draw more Diesel Patches stuff, I'd like to do that in the near future, but I really don't want to push it and mooch off of him like crazy. I'm thankful for the attention that he did give me. Thanks for understanding. Alright, later simps. Bye.